Hello children, so welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from math subject, real numbers topic we are going to continue. So our today's concept is conversion of decimals. So in our previous class, we learnt about conversion of rational numbers into decimals. So in continuation to that, today we are going to learn conversion of decimals into rational numbers. So what kind of decimal numbers we have learnt? We learnt about terminating decimals, means which will terminate after some division, terminating, non-terminating repeating decimals, or non-terminating non-repeating decimals. Regarding these three types of decimals we have learnt already. Now let's learn about how to convert these decimals into rational numbers. Okay. So first, they are asking about conversion of decimals. So we will be having a decimal point. We will be having a decimal point in the given expansion, like 9.37, like that. We will be having a decimal point in the given question. Now we have to convert to rational number, means first step is we have to remove the decimal point. We have to remove the decimal point and we have to write 1 in the denominator. 1 in the denominator, because as a rational number means we will be having a numerator over denominator. So we have to remove decimal point and we have to write 1 in the denominator, and we have to put as many zeros on the right hand side of 1 as the number of digits after the decimal point. Means after the decimal point, this is before decimal point, we have 9. After decimal point, we have 3 and 7. So after decimal point, we have 2 places. So that's why in the denominator part, to the right hand side of 1, not to the left, because this is left, this is right. To the right hand side of 1 in the denominator, as many places we have, that many zeros we have to keep. That many zeros we have to keep. That many zeros we have to keep. The remaining number after removing decimal point, whatever number is remaining, 937, that to be kept in the numerator part. That to be kept in the numerator part. So it's very simple, children. It's very simple. Let's take one more decimal point, one more decimal number, 6.125. This is the decimal number which they have given. This I want to convert into a rational number, means in terms of P by Q, in terms of numerator over denominator. What we have to do? We have to remove decimal point and we have to keep. We have to remove decimal point. What we will get? We will get 6125. If we remove decimal point, the given expression, it will become 6125. By, in the place of denominator, we have to keep 1, and after decimal point, we have 1, 2, 3 places. So that's why to the right hand side of 1, we have to take 3 zeros. 6125 by 1000. So like that, we can convert a terminating decimal. We can convert a terminating decimal into a rational number. But the thing is, whatever rational number we have got, that should be always expressed in terms of lowest terms. Means we have to check, is there any possibility of division of both numerator and denominator with common factor. If it is so, we have to divide them. We have to divide them. Now they are divisible by 5. 5, 1 is 5, 1 is remaining 11, 5 2 times 10, 1 is remaining 12, 5 2 times 10, 2 is remaining 2 is remaining 25, 5 times 25 by 5 times 10, 0 we can take as it is. Again divisible by 5. 5 times 10, 2 is remaining 22, 5 times 20, 2 is remaining 25, 5 times 25. In the denominator part, 5 times 20, 0 will be like that. Again will be divisible by 5. 5 times 20, 45, 5 times 45 by 5 times 40. So 49 by 8 is the lowest form of the given decimal number. Okay. So for the given decimal number, actually we have got the answer 6125 by 1000. But what is the condition? If it is a multiple choice question, suppose you don't have that option. Why you are not having that option? Because they have taken the answer in lowest possible terms. So that's why we have to do the division part by common factor, and 49 by 8 is the answer. So in this way, we can convert a terminating decimal into rational number. Next. So convert the following decimal numbers into the form of m by n, means p by q, rational number. So 0.35 they have given, 0.35. We will remove the decimal point. It will become 035. But if the 0 is located to the leftmost place, extreme left place, so then there it will be having no value. We can remove that 0. It will become 35. Otherwise, if it is on right hand side, it is having value. We have to consider it as 350. But if it is on the extreme left, no need to consider that. So this 0, no need to consider. So we can write 35 as the numerator part. In the denominator, we can take 1. After decimal point, we have 2 places. So that's why we can take 2 zeros. So 35 by 100. This is the rational number. But both are divisible. In units place, we have 5. Here 10. Means both are divisible by 5. Common factor. Here this is the by children. 35 by 5. 100 by 5. Dividing by common factor 5. 5 7 times 35. 5 20 times 100. So the answer is 7 by 20. 7 by 20. In the same way, 0.175. After decimal point, how many places are there, children? 3 places are there. So we can remove decimal. 0 point, it is not having any value. 0, extreme left, there is no value. We can take 175. Because 3 places are there, we will take 1 and 3 zeros. So 175 by 1000. We will divide with 25. Common factor 25. So answer is 7 by 40. Or if we have like this 0.00025. After, if we remove point, it will become 0.00025. To the left side, 3 zeros are located. No need to consider them because they are on the left side. So they don't have any value. The numerator part is 25. In the denominator part, we can take 1. But here, after point, how many places are there means these zeros also we have to consider. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places are there. So with the 10,000 we have to divide 25 by 10,000. Common factor 25. With 25 we can divide. So 1 by 400. So in this way, we can convert a terminating decimal into rational number. But you have to keep some things in mind. That is, if the 0 is on the left side, leftmost or extreme left, that 0 will not be having any value. But while counting places, while counting decimal places, or while taking number of zeros in the decimal denominator, to the right side of decimal point, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 places. At that time, we have to count. For keeping the number of zeros in denominator, we have to count these zeros. But while writing in the numerator part, this 0 should not be counted if it is on the extreme left. Okay. Next. So terminating decimal part completed. Now, if the decimal number is non-terminating repeating decimal, non-terminating repeating decimal means it is not a finite decimal, or the decimal places are not countable because it is having infinite decimal places. So such non-terminating repeating decimal, how to convert them into rational numbers? But in this non-terminating repeating decimals, we have two types: pure recurring decimal, mixed recurring decimal. By the name itself, you can observe the difference. Here it is recurring part is pure, but here recurring part is mixed. Suppose if you take decimal expressions like 0.4 bar, already we have told bar represents the digit below the bar will be the recurring part. 0.4 bar means 0.44444 like that. Means under the bar, after the decimal point, all how many digits are there, that all digits are repeating. Here also 0.32 bar also, after decimal point we have 32. For both 32 we have bar. Means 0.32, 32, 32, like that it will go on. Here 0.675, after decimal point we have 675, but 3 are repeating. Like that, after decimal point, after a decimal number in which all the digits after decimal point are repeated. After decimal point, how many digits we have? That all, either 1 or 2 or 3, if that all are repeating or recurring, we can call it as a pure recurring decimal. Pure recurring decimal. In other way, a decimal number in which at least they are telling at least one digit after the decimal point is not repeated and others are repeated, means it is a mixed recurring decimal, because it is such kind of decimal number in that after decimal point some are not repeating, some are repeating. It is having the combination of both. The decimal number is having the combination of both. So that's why it is an example of mixed recurring decimal. Like 0.645 bar. We have to, while reading, we have to read 0.645 bar. For non-repeating, we have to keep a pause there. Then repeating, we have to read with bar. 2.12, you have to give a pause there, 75 bar. 2.12, 75 bar. You should not read 2.1275 bar. 2.1275 bar, it sounds in different manner. It sounds in different manner. So that's why 2.1275 bar. Like that we have to read. So in non-terminating repeating decimals, we have two types. After decimal points, if all digits repeat, then it is called pure. After decimal point, at least one not repeated, remaining repeating, it is called mixed recurring decimal. Now, let's see the conversion of these non-terminating repeating decimals into rational numbers. Terminating we have done in a simple way, but non-terminating we have to follow some steps for writing them into a rational number. So the steps are, so first put the given decimal number equal to x. First step, whatever rational number, whatever decimal number they have given, like 3.5 or something, we have to take it as x. We have to take it as x. X equal to 3.5, like that. Or 3.5 bar, because it is a non-terminating repeating. X equal to 3.5 bar. Next, remove the bar, if any, and write the repeating digits at least twice. Means x equal to, we have to remove the bar, we have to remove 5 bar, and we have to write this 5 repeating at least 2 to 3 times. 355, 3.555 and so on. Like that, without bar we have to represent in the second step. Next, if the repeating decimal has one place of repetition, multiply by 10. If it has two places of repetition, multiply by 100 on both sides, and like that. Means here x equal to 3.555 and so on is there. But here, what is the repeating part? Only one decimal is repeating. So both sides we have to multiply with 10. If two places are repeating, by 100. If three places are repeating, by 1000. Like that. So let's multiply 10 into x, 10x, 10 into 3.5, 10 into 3.555 and so on. Like that. Now this is a step 1, this is a step 2, or this is a step 2, or this is step 3. Second step, third step. Now subtract the number in step 2 from step 3. Means from this 10x, we have to remove x, which are on left hand side. Means from this value, we have to remove this value, which are on right hand side. We have to subtract step 2 from step 3. So then from 10x, if x we subtract, means we will get 9x, where 9 is the coefficient of x. Where 9 is the coefficient of x. Means from 10x, if we remove x, we will get 9x on the left hand side. We will get some value on the right hand side. Now divide both sides, left hand side, right hand side. Here we will get some value. Both sides to be divided by the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x here? 9. So both sides to be divided by 9. In that way, we will get the answer. 9 gets cancelled. X equal to, we will get the answer. What is x? The given decimal number we have taken as x. Means the decimal number will be expressed as a rational number. Okay. That is one method, children. You can now still some examples are there. At the time you can understand better. This is first method of converting a non-terminating repeating decimal into a rational number. That is also pure recurring decimal. So the rule is, rule for conversion of pure recurring decimal. Rule for conversion of pure recurring decimal in the form of m by n is, we have a simple method. Suppose we have 0.7 bar. 0.7 bar. So what we have to do means, write the given number after removing the decimal as the numerator. So 0.7 bar we will remove, decimal point we will remove, it will become 0.7. Means 0, extreme left, it has no value, we can take it as 7 in the numerator. In the denominator, write down as many nines as the number of repeating digits. So how many digits are repeating here? Only 1. Means 1 9 to be written in the denominator part. So 7 by 9 is the answer. This is the rule of direct conversion of pure recurring decimal in the form of m by n. Now let's see some examples so that you can understand better. Now they gave 0.7 bar. They gave 0.7 bar. Question is, express 0.7 bar in the form of m by n. In the form of m by n. So what is the first step? We have to assume the given decimal expansion is equal to x. X equal to 0.7 bar. Next, second step, bar to be removed and recurring decimal to be written twice or thrice. We have written 3 times, 0.777 and so on. And so on. Now here, the repeating decimal is only 1. So that's why we have to multiply both sides with 10 power 1. Y means repeating decimal is 1. If we multiply on both sides with 10, it will become 10x. If we multiply with 10, point will come. Point will shift 0.777 and so on into 10. Into 10 means point will shift towards right side. 1 0 is there, one place. One place means of 0.777 like that we will get. But it is integral part. In integral part, extreme left 0 is there means it does not has any value. We can take it as 7.77 and so on. 7.77 and so on. Now this is 2. This is 1. Now subtracting 1 from 2 means 10x minus x. Left hand side 10x minus x. Right hand side 7.777 so on minus 0.777 and so on. So integral part let's remove. 7 minus 0 equals to 7. After decimal point 7 gets cancelled, 7 gets cancelled, like that all will get cancelled. So what is remaining? 10 minus x equal to 9x. Left hand side 9x is remaining. Right hand side 7 is remaining. What is the coefficient of x here? 9. Let's divide. Or 9 will come this side. X equal to 7 by 9. So what is x here? 0.7 bar. So 0.7 bar equal to 7 by 9. According to first method. Or directly according to rule, what we can write? 0.7 bar. Let's remove bar and decimal. What is remaining? 0.7 means 7 is remaining. How many digits are repeating after decimal point? Only 9. Only 1. So only 1 9 we have to keep in the denominator. So directly according to rule, we will get the answer. Next. Represent 0.23 bar. Represent 0.23 bar in the form of m by n. In the form of m by n. So 0.23 bar, let us take it as x. Now let's repeat twice or thrice. 2 3, 2 3, 2 3. 3 times we have repeated. How many are repeating? 2 places. So let's multiply with a number having 2 zeros. Means 100. So what it will become? Left hand side 100 into x, 100x. Right hand side point will shift 2 places. 1, 2, 23 point. 23.2323. 23.2323. Let us subtract 1 from 2. LHS minus LHS. 100x minus x. RHS minus RHS. So 23 minus 0, integral part results in 23. Decimal point after 2323, 2323 cancel. Only 23 is remaining. Here 100x minus x equal to 99x. This x equal to 99 will come this side. 23 by 99. What is x? 0.23 bar. What is x? 0.23 bar. So 23 by 99. Okay, that is first method. So second method, by rule. So directly what we can write? If we remove point and decimal, what it is? It is 0, 2, 3. But extreme left 0 does not has any value. we can take 23 by how many digits are repeating? 2. One is 2, another one is 3. So 2 nines we have to keep in the denominator. 23 by 99. Next, 0.437 bar. Here 3 digits are repeating. So let's multiply by 1000. Let's multiply by 1000. Point will move 3 places. 1, 2, 3. Means after 437, we have to keep a point. After 437, we have to keep a point. So after cancellation, 437 minus 0, 437. Right here, this after decimal, all will get cancelled. Okay. Like that, we will get the answer. Or if we remove point and bar, it is 437. How many decimal places are repeating? 3. So we have to write 3 nines. That's all. Or if we have, instead of 0, because up to 3 examples we have 0 point here. But instead of 0 point, if we have a number to the left hand side of a decimal point. So after removing point and this one, or let's see, this 48 bar will be repeated. 48 bar. Let's 2 decimal places are repeating. Only 48 are repeating. Let's multiply with 100. 100x. So this point will move 2 places. Already we have left hand side 2 places. Now the point is moving 2 places. So it will become 1848.48 and so on. Let's remove 1848.4848 minus 18.4848, 100x minus x, 99x. From 1848, 18 removed means 1830. After decimal point, all will get cancelled. X equal to 1830 by 99. 1830 by 99. Like that, we are getting the answer. It's not 1848 by 99. Please observe, children. If there is no number to the right hand side of to the left hand side of decimal point, suppose if we have 0.1848 bar, 0.1848 bar, how can we write that at the time? 1848 by 4 decimal places, 4 nines we can keep. 4 nines we can keep. But here we don't have in that manner. 18.48 bar we are getting. So in the numerator part, 1848 directly we cannot write. Okay. So because 1848 part, from 1848, this 18 to be removed. From 1848, this 18 to be removed, so that it will become 1830. 1830. Or we can do in another way. By rule, we have 18.48, sorry, actually 18.48 bar we have. 18.48 bar. So here, let's separate them. 18 plus 0.48 bar we can write. 0.48 bar we can write. 18 will be like that only. 0.48 bar means, how can we write? If we remove decimal point, we can write it as 48 in the numerator. As 2 places are repeating, by 99 we can keep. So we can write it as 18 plus 48 by 99. 18 plus 48 by 99. So let's take the LCM and do the simplification. So we will get 1830 by 99. We will get 1830 by 99. Okay, this is representation of pure recurring decimals in the form of m by n, either by first method or by the second method rule, by the given rule. Next, let's see the conversion of mixed recurring decimals in terms of rational numbers. 1 minute, children. let's see the conversion of mixed recurring decimals into rational numbers. Here also same. First, the given decimal number to be taken equal to x. Then we have to count the number of digits without bar or which are not recurring. Which number of digits after the decimal point? Means to the right hand side of the decimal point, let us take that number without bar as n. Now multiply on both sides of equation by 10 power n. Remaining process will be the same. Now 0.2562 bar. 25 is not repeating, 62 digits are repeating. We have to write this mixed recurring decimal because some part is not repeating, some part is repeating in the form of m by n. How many parts are not repeating? Please be careful, children. In the previous method, we have counted number of digits repeating. But in this method, for these decimals, we have to count which are not repeating. So there are only 2 digits without bar, means without repetition, after the decimal point. We have 2. So let's multiply on both sides by 10 square. 10 square means 100. So they have given the value of x. Let's multiply with 100. 100x means here 100 into 0.25 means point will shift to 2 places towards right side. It will become 25.62. Means that non-repeating part will come to the left side of the decimal. 25.62, which can be written as 25 plus 0.62 bar. 25 plus 0.62 bar. 25, let's keep like that only. 0.62 bar means it's a pure recurring decimal. We can write 62 by 99. So we will write 62 by 99. So let's multiply 25 with 99 plus 62 we have to add. After simplification, this will be the numerator, denominator will be 99. After multiplying 100x value, we are getting this one. But we want to find given decimal which is equal to x. X we want to find. This 100 will come this side. It will become 99 into 100 means 9,900. So 2537 by 9,900. So the given mixed recurring decimal value equal to 2537 by 9,900. So only a small change you have to make in the beginning itself. Remaining total part is like previous model, that is without repetition. How many digits are there after decimal point to the right hand side of decimal point? With that you have to multiply both sides. So what it will become? You will get pure recurring decimal. By multiplying with 100, recurring decimal will be turned into pure recurring decimal, so that you can follow the normal method. Next, here 32.1235 bar. Here this left hand side 32, no need to consider that. After decimal point, right hand side 12 is not repeating. That's why keep this point in mind, children. After decimal point, 2 digits are not repeating. So we have to, they are 1 and 2. So multiply by 10 square, multiply by 100. So if you multiply by 100, what happens? this point will move two places. 3212, 3212 point. 3212 point. Here point should be there, children. 3212.35 bar. 3212.35 bar means it turned into a pure recurring decimal, from which we can separate 3212 plus 0.35 bar. 0.35 bar can be written as 35 by 99. Next, simplification. Like that simplification, we can do simplification and we will get the answer. Okay. Okay, children. Let's see one more question. Express 0.999999 and so on in the form of P by Q. So you will be surprised with your answer. You will be surprised with your answer here. Why means X value is 0.99999, like that they have given. So here only one repeating digit is there, 9. So let's multiply with 10x. 9 point will come. 10x minus x. 9.99, 0.99. 9x equal to 9. X equal to 9. Means the decimal expansion 0.99999, like that if you write, means its answer you are getting 1, which means 1 by 1. 1 by 1. See, children. So we have got the answer which is equal to 1, because here 0.99999, like that we are repeating. Means there will be no gap between the 1 and 0.999, because it is almost similar to, almost equals to 1. So that's why we are getting the answer 1. Next, children. Okay, children. Okay, let's learn about irrational numbers later. Irrational number topics later, children. So tomorrow we will be discussing some questions, and Sunday you will be having the online test 4 regarding this topic. So thank you for watching our video, children. That's all for today. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Okay, children, have a good day.